Wildcats won their first XFL game since we've mentioned them the last 2 weeks when they've been buried. 39-9. Had 12,000 screaming fans at Carson.
That's better than the Los Angeles Chargers have done, right?
Well, at least all those.
No, they fill it out. They just don't have the fans.
Yes,
for
all
them.
these fans were.
This is 12,000 fans for the
home team.
When we went to the Vikings at the Chargers, right? It was 95% Viking fans.
Oh yeah.
They were skull chanting the whole time, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was awesome.
Oh yeah,
for me.
for you, yeah. Pittsburgh's that way.
Raiders,
Oakland,
obviously.
Kansas City, Denver. It's a joke.
Yeah.
Like I said on this podcast, they need to go to London. They just need to go to London. And by the way, Jacksonville, you hear what Jacksonville's going to they're promoting that they're going to play more than 2 or 3 games in London next year, I think, or the year after.
Jacksonville?
Yeah, Jacksonville's one of those teams that they're possibly thinking about sending them to London.
Yeah.
And because they have more support there than they do in Jacksonville.
That's terrible travel.
So what they would do? No. What they would do is they would do 2 home games back to back. So they would go over, have a home game or have a game. They would stay, and then the next team would come in and play them.
Okay.
Definite advantage for Jacksonville.
Yeah, and I think the owner's very, very interested. I talked to some guys about this that are from London. He says they sell their tickets out in 5 minutes, 80,000 tickets in 5 minutes.
Really?
And I go, what is the selling point? And these guys go, well, when we go to a Premier Soccer League game, I go, yeah. He goes, you can't buy beer. Football game, you can buy beer. He goes, they were actually sold out of beer by the middle of the third period, third quarter. I go, what? He goes, oh yeah, these people, they're getting it, they're understanding, they're rah-rah, but it's all about I can go in and watch a sport and drink beer, I'm in. Yeah. So 80,000, they sold out in 5 minutes. It was crazy.
So going back to the XFL, so I've been watching the games. The games are great. I love some of the rule changes.
You want to be that cameraman behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. But I love the kickoff. Right?
I think that NFL is going to adapt.
They're probably going to adapt to that.
Yeah,
I like the kickoff. I like the clock in between. It's 25 seconds instead of 40 seconds. I mean, I love it. It's a fast-paced game. The multiple shifts. I mean, there's a lot of great things that they brought to light. It's almost like they did before with the XFL.
I'm still struggling with the 1 point, 2 point, 3 point thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm struggling.
Being
with
a Viking fan, I love not having a kicker.
Right. Yeah.
Kicking wide left. So
well, the Chargers would like that too.
Yeah, exactly.
But I love it that you can score 9 points. I mean, it keeps all the games in play. The last drive.
How about the over under? You got the over under down there.
Right.
The spread. Yeah.
It's a betting. It's a betting. Sport.
Yeah, they've got some good
ideas. I said this in the past. So like, if the NFL said, "Hey, you want to try this?" They're like, "Sure, let's try it." Like they're open to anything.
Sure.
And that's what I like is they're willing to work with the NFL on that.
Well, the other thing that that I've been hearing is that the NFL is looking at a strike, right?
Yeah.
Because of the 17 game
CBA,
that they're trying to
add
that 17th game.
That's right.
If the NFL strikes, the XFL cashes in, right?
Well, I mean, they would have to try to bring these guys back to play another kind of season because they would, they're going to finish when.
Well, I know, but
I'll tell you this much: bringing up this contract, right? Is I got a gut feeling that it might happen as a strike because
could be.
I just don't see these players signing a 10-year deal. That's a decade.
That's ridiculous.
You know what it is the owners are trying to beg them to bite on this thing. So if they do, they can go right to the networks and go, "We got a 10-year deal. Let's start talking money now."
No labor dispute.
Yeah, let's go,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I mean, I saw J.J. Watt come out and say, "No way," Sherman, no way. Like, I think
you have to be leery when the owners are pushing it so hard, right? It's got to be so lopsided that they're saying yes because there's no way that it should be that, and they're trying to push down the players' throats.
And they're doing a cap on the 17th game,
right?
So if you make $1 million a game, you're only going to make $250,000 for that 17th game.
I mean, I would do it.
Yeah,
but
so you got a guy like Aaron Rodgers makes $1.2 million a game. Let's just say, right?
How can you do that?
That's
what they said.
That's in the
17th
contract.
game would be capped at
it's $250,000,
max $250,000.
So there's a lot of these big time guys are like
players aren't going to buy that.
No. We're going to see how strong this Players Association is.
Yeah, they're not going to buy that.
10 years is a big point, though.
I mean, I have no problem probably dealing with the agreement, but I would come back and go 5 years. I wouldn't sign a 10-year deal. No way.
You would do a Boris contract, right? It's a 10-year deal, but you can opt out after